to tell my friends
You're going to tell your
about
friends?
you.
What are you going to tell them?
My daddy left his black bag at London's hotel, so he has to go back and get on the bus.
So, I got back from Italy and realised I've made a very expensive mistake. Just filled up at the petrol station. I'll fill you in on the story. So, pretty much what happened was, we got onto the bus for Purple Parking off the airplane, and being a little bit sleep deprived, I got onto the bus, put the suitcases on, put the suitcase in the rack, put the suitcases on the top of the rack, put my bag behind the seat, and then I sat there with Freya on my lap while we travelled back from the airport to go and pick the car up. At the other end, when we were getting off the bus, everything happened a bit too quickly, so we got the pushchair off, got Amelia off, got Claire off, got Freya off, jumped up, grabbed the cases because we were last off the bus because we had so much stuff, and then went outside. The bag got left behind. So an important part of the story is, which airport do you reckon it was? So we actually flew in and out of Gatwick Airport, and I live in South Wales, which means it's a nice round trip. I've got to travel all the way from South Wales back down to Gatwick to pick up my bag, because on the phone they said the only way to get the bag back is to come and collect it yourself, which means driving from South Wales down to London, South London, to get the bag, and then from London back to South Wales. Is it a very important bag? Yes, the contents of that bag is very important. I'll show you what it is when we get there. Coffee break. Need a coffee. Can I just get one mini Americano?
Medium?
Yeah. Mini, small.
Mini, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Any sugar in the mini?
Yeah, can I get one, 2 brown, please? Has to be brown sugar, especially as we spent all day yesterday travelling, which sucks so much. That's why we were so tired, and probably why I didn't check all the bags then when we got back to the car. Always brown sugar in your coffee. I've always had brown sugar since our honeymoon. We went to New York and we stopped in a coffee shop. I used to have white sugar all the time, and the guy there said, don't put that in your coffee, you're ruining the taste. Try the brown sugar. Ever since then, what was that, 2012, I've had brown sugar in my coffee. It's much better for you. Anyway, we need to get back on the road because we still got a lot of driving to do. Okay, I've arrived back at Purple Parking. Oh, let's go and find my bag. Hello. Okay. I got a bus back yesterday and I left the bag on the bus.
You left the bag on the bus?
There's a black bag with...
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Nothing involved.
Got my bag. I'm also a long way from home. Thank you very much, Purple Parking, for saving my bag. You a gentleman. It was indeed in the office where you said it would be. So, 164 miles. So 164 miles back. Expensive mistake. Okay, so do you want to see what the contents of this bag is and why it was so important to make a 320-mile round trip? So I'd been in Italy for Josh's wedding. While I was at the wedding, I took some really good pictures. All of the pictures are in the 700D. So those are priceless. So it was worth it just for that. But inside was my 700D with a wide angle lens. Bag for the pushchair, not as important. My road mic. My little camera bag. Now this is pretty much what I've condensed everything that I've collected over the last couple of years into. So everything is in there. And my hoodie is in the bottom. So inside this little bag, full of all the charging cables, memory cards. There's big SD cards, small SD cards, all full of stuff from the trip to Italy. So again, I would have been really gutted to have forgotten that. But then, in the bottom section, this is where all the money is. A couple more charging cables, Polaroid filters for my GoPro, my Insta360 1X, my GoPro Hero 7, again, memory card full of stuff, all of the batteries for the Insta360, all of my batteries for my GoPro, all of my accessories for the Insta360, all of my batteries for the Canon, every single plug that I own, so I wasn't able to charge my phone properly yesterday. And in the front of the bag, dollar bills. I haven't changed those back into pound coins from my trip to San Diego earlier in the year. And various mints and the candy and sweets in the side pockets. All of my chargers, iPhone charger, Apple Watch charger, mini Joby, and a big pink battery pack for charging everything. So, you can see why I would have been quite upset if I had lost this bag. And do you know how I found it? If this was just a black bag, that would have been it. It would have been gone. So I'd like to say thank you to Casey Neistat for the video I watched on personalising your luggage. Because I added my YouTube tag on this side, but also telephone number and email address. If found, please contact one of these. So, thanks to Casey Neistat, I think that's how my bag got back to me. Anyway, I'm really happy to have got my gear back, and I shall see you in the next video, which I can now make because I got all my stuff back. Yes. .7 miles, and we're back where we started at the beginning of the day. Let's go see the girls.
Just in time for a poopy nappy. With the missing bag. Hi girls.